Hi and welcome to CES Europe. Just kidding. So what I'm going to show you today is some development effort about running Tizen on this single board computer. Many of you know it. It is a Raspberry Pi model A. It is the first version and it is for year 2011, so it's quite old now. It's ARM-v6 architecture, but it's working well. So what we have here is a serial port. I will explain later. And if you have one of it, you just need to dump a Tizen image on the SD card and just insert over here. My box is made about with a visit card box, but it's working well. So next, I connect the video. If you have a HDMI TV, just connect over there. And if you have an old TV, just use a composite pin, the jack over there, cinch actually, and just connect it over there. If you have a USB mouse and keyboard, you can connect it over there. I have a wireless one, so just connect it over there. And here's the network if you have some of it. And for the power supply, you need a phone charger. I think 1 amp is enough. And for the demonstration, I will show you a gift I got in a Tizen conference. It is a power charger battery. So just to use it, I need to connect the USB cable over there and just over there as a cell phone. Here it is. Oh, I need to power it on. So what we have here is a USB serial port. I don't explain it for it now. And just press the power button, set TV in the auxiliary mode. Okay, so it's booting now. So, okay. Oh, sorry, excuse me. So, as you can see on the upper left, we have a Raspberry, which is which replaced the Linux logo, which means there is a one-core CPU. And if you have the second version of the Raspberry Pi, you have a 4 CPU. So now it's launching Weston, the compositor of Wayland. If you know about this project, it is a graphic system, new graphic system. But anyway, on this version you don't have the GPU support, so it's a bit slow, but it's working enough to get you started into this Tizen common version. So what we have here is just a launcher about a few applications which are not working on this version, but if you look at Samsung OSG blog, you get all the instructions to get a version with experimental version about the VC1 GPU support from Broadcom. So there is nothing much to look at it, but it's a regular Linux, so you'll be able to do a lot of things and get started into Tizen platform development. So what can I show you, for instance, is the kernel version. So I just cat /proc/version, and on the first line we have Linux version 3.18.5. It can be in Tizen Common. We have a more recent version on the architecture, but since we are using Yocto project, we are relying on the Broadcom BSP, which is quite old now, and I just built it today, so it's quite recent. And if you want to get the source code or just build some images, just go to the Tizen wiki, and there you have a Yocto category and an ARM page, and I will document most stuff I know over there. So I know it's quite interesting because the Raspberry Pi is very cheap and very easy to get. You get a lot in on the first and the second market, but it's not the only target Tizen project is focusing on. We have looking at Odroid board, which are shipping Exynos SoC, and also other board like Motherboard Max, and I expect in the future to find Arctic items to make it work also. So this is just an early version. We have some more advanced stuff. I will maybe show you this later, but thank you anyway for listening. And before I leave, I wanted to tell you about this. If you have a serial adapter, which is quite easy to get, but very helpful to do development, what you should know is that if you want to wire it, just don't plug into the first and second pin, because this is a power supply, but start on the third one, on the edge of the board. Use the ground is over there, so ground is blue on Holimex cable and also others. And then you have transmission and reception. So the next one is transmission, which is green, and reception is red, if I don't mix it. If you doesn't work, try in the opposite way. It could work if you have a different cable, but don't put one of those on the VCC. And on the other side we have a USB cable. You can just plug to a regular PC and use a GNU screen or Minicom or whatever. So here it is, and I will maybe show this item and some other demonstration at next Thursday. So I'm inviting you to join us over there. You will find an amazing demonstration. And thank you for listening, and see you in Belgium. Bye bye.